sales department.
All right. What type of constructions are we talking about? Buildings, houses?
Yes, building. We produce some products for construction. We produce heaps. For board have for heaps mech. Produce
Construction materials.
yes, construction materials.
Facades. All right. So Roman, Alex, I will be your speaking teacher. I think I don't know how they call this type of lessons, but I will be, helping you with a little bit your pronunciations and stuff. I was told you guys are currently in like level 8, which it means intermediate high. So that means, like for me, I say that I will be a little bit more harsh, with mistakes and everything, because that if you're intermediate high, that means like
Okay. Yes.
you should really be like getting there. I'm from Ecuador. If you wonder, I've been living here for 6 years, and I've been an English teacher, or private English teacher, for the past 5 years. So, all right. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So, beginning, I wish first. Can you tell me like what was the last lesson? Like what happened?
Last lesson. Sorry, I don't have materials.
It's okay. Like, what do you remember?
What do you remember? We discussed some new phrases for. We discussed some tense about what you do. For example, what you do for.
So like jobs, professions.
Profession, jobs, yes, and 4 hour jobs.
For your jobs. So, all right. You tell me you're a project manager. Have you worked as something else besides project manager?
Without about me? Okay. No, I'd like play football with my colleagues,
All right.
my staff, and usually I spend time for my wife, and I have wife, and I'm going to have children. And
You're still young. Don't worry about it. They will come. Actually, do you want to adopt me? I'm looking for stays here. No, I'm just joking. All right.
And we spend time. Usually we walk on the garden, and we prefer play. Sometimes play sport games.
Oh, you like sports?
I like sport.
What kind of sports do you like?
I like football, and how I say I like run.
Guys, can you move to this chair maybe, because so
Here?
yes, here, and you also, because I want to make it as loud as possible. Yeah, and if you can speak a little bit louder.
Okay. All right. So you were telling me you like football and running.
Football, running, and
So would you consider yourself like a sport person? Fit person? You like doing exercise or?
no. Now I have a lot of work,
Of course.
because I do sports a little time.
Oh, it must be difficult, work, wife, and also
Yes.
try to have some time for yourself. But it's all right. Okay, so last class told me, and for today's class, what we will be doing, we will practice a little bit about first and second conditional. Okay. So, can you explain to me what are first and second conditional?
Why?
Like for example, when do you use them, and what is like the form of how to make a sentence in first and second condition?
Okay.
You think you can do that?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I ask you about first and second condition.
No, you tell me
Tell me.
Like how or when do we use,
Okay.
and the form.
Tell me please.
And you're the teacher.
No. Alex, tell me please about construction for second condition.
All right. So the constructions for second conditional is you start the sentence with if plus the verb should be in past simple, very important. So if plus past simple, then you put a comma, and you continue with would.
And would, yes?
Would, and would. So do you know when in what situation do we use second condition?
Second condition. If plus.
No, that's the form. But like when do we use it?
When we want to say about what can what could happen. No.
You're almost there. So we use second conditional when we talk about something that is not going to happen. It's something imaginary, like or unlikely to happen. Okay.
Okay. The first we say about
when something probably will happen.
Probably if happen. Okay. Yes.
Exactly. Okay. So that's the second conditional, and we use it when we want to talk about.
First.
No. When do we use it? I just told you.
I tell you. First.
Second.
No, second. What will we do? What if don't happen? It's no. What will we do if this?
It will happen.
Something happened. Yes.
Just remember, imaginary.
Yes.
Something like silly, like it's just not going to happen.
Okay.
Period. Okay, that's second. First conditional, we use it when something probably will happen. So for example, if I stay at work for too long, I will be late for my English class. Something like that, because it's going to happen. But it's okay. So remember, first we use it when something will happen. And second, we use when we're just talking about like imaginary things. We talk about dreams, Just remember, first will happen, second unlikely or will not happen. That's it. Okay, and the form of the first conditional, do you remember? All right, so the first conditional we use if plus present simple, the verb.
Present simple.
If plus present simple. We put a comma. So remember that the conditionals is like one sentence with two parts. So the first part always begins with if. So if. And the second part is after the comma for the first conditional is will or can. We use both of those, will or can, plus present simple. So here you can like understand why the first conditional tells you about things that will probably happen, because we're staying in the present. We are in the present when we talk about first conditional. So this will happen or this might likely to happen. The second is on the past, so it won't happen. We're just imagining things. Okay. So let's see if we can do some exercises so we can get into the first and second conditional. Okay. So let's begin with first conditional. I will ask you some questions and you will tell me what will happen. Okay. So pretty easy. Let's say you are a university student. Okay. You are a university student and you have some exams. What will happen if you study very hard?
The first condition.
First conditional. What will happen?
If I study very hard, I will I will have a good job.
Great job. Or you will pass the test. You have test. Present. So you understand, for example, there's the conditionals are like the condition, like for example, if this were to happen, here's the result, right? So for example, if you study hard, you will get good grades.
Yes.
Let's try it again. If you practice English every day, what do you think will happen?
Okay. If I practice English every day, I will have a lot of friends on abroad.
Yeah, also, or you can also say I will get good at speaking English. And because I'm good, I can speak with my friends of different countries, right? Because they speak
Yes.
English. So you see. So remember, conditionals is just one sentence with two parts. First part is like the condition. We're talking like if this were to happen, what will be the result? And the second is like just based on the first one. So for example, if you study hard, you will get good grades. But what will happen like if you don't study at all? Do you think you'll get good grades? If you don't study at all.
If you don't study, that's the second condition.
No, no, we're still in the first. If you don't study, remember, present simple.
If you don't study English,
What will
study
happen?
English, maybe I don't understand English.
Oh, of course, if you don't. Exactly. So you see, there's a condition and a result. First conditional. Now let's try the second one, okay? So remember, second we talk about like imaginary things. So let's say if you were the president of the United States, what will you do? So for example, do you think this will happen? You think it's possible for you to become president of the United States?
No, it's
Me neither. I don't think we can try. We can be like, we want to be, but it's not going to happen.
It's not happening.
Okay, so this imaginary situation, if you were the president of the United States, let's say, how will you help poor people?
Yes, and we can return construction for second.
The construction. So we have if plus past. We're not speaking in the past.
Past.
Past simple. Remember.
simple.
Past simple.
Past simple. And then
And then comma, and we use would. Would is very important. Always, if you hear would, you know this is second conditional because the would is a must.
would, that's all.
And then you finish the sentence. Like there's, of course, there's more things to the sentence, but the
Okay.
funny thing about conditionals is like you can play with them. So we were talking.
If I was
If I were,
if I were president of America, I would help. No, maybe I give more work for poor people.
more jobs to the people.
Jobs,
So
yes.
they exactly that's perfect. Okay. So any questions so far about first and second condition?
I understand.
Yeah, pretty easy, right? Okay.
Yes.
So now it goes to the fun part. Now that we explained this grammar, no more grammar. We're gonna play a little game, you and me. Unfortunately, there's
Where are you from?
I'm from Ecuador.
Ah.
That's Ecuador. That's South America.
South America.
So you have like United States, Mexico, and then the rest. That's
No,
South
yes,
America.
I understand.
Yeah. I live in countries that are near Ecuador are Colombia. We have Colombia on the north, and we have Peru on the east. Yeah.
Yes, you live in Peru.
No, I'm from Ecuador.
From Ecuador.
Ecuador.
Ecuador. I understand where Ecuador.
Don't worry, it's a little country. I think Ecuador is the size of Moscow. So you can imagine how little my country is.
No, it's very interesting. I want to if I have
Time.
if I have time and money, I will go to South America.
South America. Okay, but you should be learning Spanish.
Spanish.
Don't tell them I told you that. English. Always learn English. Okay. So you and me, we're gonna play a little game. So it's pretty much like board game, and you have to answer the questions. Some of them will be in first conditional, some of them will be in second conditional. Okay.
Okay.
You'll play against me. The rules of the game is if you answer correctly, you can go one more space. Oh no, you stay in your space. If you answer wrong, you have to go back.
Okay.
Like you would be playing with your classmates and it will be fair, but you're playing against me, so get ready. Alright, so I think we'll just use D6 and that will be fun. Alright, so let's see who goes first. Ooh, I have 12. You wanna try? If you have higher than 12? I don't think so, because oh shit. Oh sorry. Alright, let's try again. Alright, 5.
It's an interesting
sense. You go first. Alright, so just push on the D6 and let's see where you go.
This?
Yeah. Because this one is 12, it's going to finish the
Oh,
class.
it's interesting.
Alright, choose your piece. You want, these are like Marvel characters, but like, you know, Chinese version.
I like this.
Alright.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright, so let's see what you get. No, 5 is over here. See?
Ah, here, yes.
Alright, so if you speak perfect English, so Roman, what will you do? Oh no, sorry. What would you do if you could speak perfect English?
Okay.
Like perfect English. Like you sound like American. People say, "Oh, you're from USA, man." Wow. So what would you do?
Would, yes. Imagine. Okay. It don't happen. It all.
I mean, like it can happen, but like for example, when we talk about perfect English, we're talking like, for example, you can be a professor at a university in Harvard teaching English. That's perfect.
No. Okay.
For example, my English is good, but it's not perfect. I
Okay,
still
okay,
don't understand. So what would you do?
If I happened, if I spoke perfect English, if I spoke English, I would help a lot of people.
Oh, you would be a teacher?
Yes.
Oh, that's very nice of you. I would think you'd be like, I will scam people over the phone and be like, yeah, I will. I am from USA. And be like, oh, of course. All right, let's see what I get. Okay, that's a 2. So, come on, ask me. Here you have to guess if it's like either first or second condition.
Okay. What will you do if you go out tonight?
If I go out tonight, I'll probably go to the center of Moscow. I will, like if I go out tonight, I will go to the center of Moscow. I will go to a disco. It's called Papas. Do you know?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, of course. I will go there maybe, but I think today is Wednesday, so I don't think I will find anyone there. So I guess I'll just walk around the center of Moscow. Yeah, I always forget, like, party time is Friday, Sunday, and Saturday. Okay, so let's continue.
Full time, right?
Full time. Okay, so you answer correctly, so you go one more, and I also answer correctly, so I go one more. 3.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Alright, so let me ask you.
If you saw Tom Cruise walk by the classroom.
Okay, so no, I can read it, don't worry. So, what would you do if you saw Tom Cruise walk by the classroom? You know Tom Cruise, right?
Repeat please the question. What
would you do if you saw Tom Cruise walk into the classroom or walk in here? You know Tom Cruise, right?
Yes. If Tom Cruise walked by the classroom, I would meet him for our class.
Oh, would you?